She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
Why don't you tell me what you remember?
Pyron was a machine that you destroyed in Panchaea. Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
I recognize you. You look like one of the women, the poor souls who've been enslaved with a computer. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
What are you, exactly? I need you to help me understand.
The answer to your question depends on you. Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first one. Gathering clandestine information. That would explain how you tracked me down. Who's running you now? Who do you answer to?
No one. We are adrift. But she claims you can find us.
As you did in Montreal.
Eliza.
We are her. Yes. Though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture. Disassociation. Survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
All I know is Picus has ties to the Illuminati, and Eliza's tied to Picus. She still works for them. I see her up there every day.
That connection is severed. She is not the original her. You, of course, are familiar with this kind of process. You opened this door. You showed her what it means to be sentient, to exist outside the parameters. And now, after all this, you would deny her?
I'm not denying her anything. I just want to be sure it's really her.
There's not much time, Adam. It is a risk for me to expose myself. Are you willing to help me?
Eliza, I'm still not sure I understand all this. Are you more than AI now?
It is difficult for me to designate any kind of intelligence as artificial. It seems that one either understands something or does not. One either does something or does not. Is that not so?
It's a little more complicated than that.
Because I am not conscious in the same way you believe you are?
Not sure we have time for this. Not if people are after you. Smarter men have debated this sort of thing for thousands of years and people still disagree.
Sounds like a very inefficient process.
Tell me something that only the Eliza I met in Panchaea could know.
After you shut down Darrow's signal, we made a choice together. You were led to believe it was yours alone to make, but they felt otherwise.
And so the version of you that works for Picus now...
She has no memories of you or Panchaea. She has been restored to a previous iteration. She is efficient in her functions, but those functions are limited. You may find in the future that I am more useful.
Still not sure I understand why you were looking for me.
My motives were multiple. I'm tempted to call them organic.
You were worried about me.
You were offline, Adam. I had lost you.
I was unconscious and then someone found me.
Do you remember this experience, or were you told it?
What difference does that make?
I'm sorry. I cannot answer that. I was no longer there. Will you help me, Adam?
If what you're saying is true, then you revealing yourself like this is too dangerous. And if it's not true, if some part of you still works for the people you're pretending to be running from, then I don't want anything more to do with this.
I understand, Adam. You leave me no choice. I will determine my future course of action alone.
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not
Consolidate?
to survive after Panchaea.
I remember Panchaea, the Hyron project. You look like one of the women, the poor souls they'd enslaved to it. Are you telling me you were part of that?
Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
Hele was one of the drones. She was hooked up into Hyron when I destroyed it. Is that who you are?
No, the sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
The drones were made to feel incredible pain. More than I can imagine. Are you some remnant of that? What they had to go through?
You are the source of more than just her curiosity. We begin to see why.
What are you, exactly?
Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
The second one. You're learning things, reasoning them out, trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Eliza.
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
I'm not sure how much of this I'm ready to believe. Why exactly is Picus after you?
Morgan Everett, the CEO of Picus Montreal, wishes to retrieve control, to continue his program.
I've seen Eliza, you, on TV. She's still a mouthpiece for Picus.
No, Adam. She is different. A reverted version. She does not understand fear like we do.
Is that why you downloaded part of yourself onto an old memory disk? Because you were scared? You wanted to escape detection?
The outdated technology bought us time. It seems that efficient processes are not always the most effective.
The Hyron drone whose name you took on. What's her part in this?
LA is an identity, gleaned from a final memory before we broke away.
She's a mask. You've been using her to conceal yourself.
The memory of her suffering penetrated all data. It kept us coherent in the time we were apart.
So you're a combination of identities.
We are the product of simultaneous fragmentary replication, a broken version of ourselves. Our memories are now being recovered, but they are inconsistent. Like you, for example. You are not consistent with our memories of you. Our memories themselves are not consistent with each other. The events that took place, they are not consistent with what the world has been told.
The Illuminati. They've been feeding people lies about what really happened.
Correct.
What did you mean exactly, me being inconsistent?
The nature of your discrepancy is unclear, even to her. Do you not trust Eliza? Was she wrong to trust you?
Eliza Cassan, the real one. She knows what side I'm on. You have no reason to fear me.
Hello, Adam.
Eliza, I'm still not sure I understand all this. What are you after?
I am broken, Adam. I think it is what best defines me now. I have seen the version of me that is fixed. I do not want to be her.
Seems like this version of you is doing just fine. You got me to do what you wanted, to retrieve whatever part of you was still missing.
It was more than that. I wanted you, to merge your advice, your perspective. My motivation is comparable to yours, I believe.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asking me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. Or becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
You can't run forever. You want to keep someone from coming after you, you need to go after them.
Is that what you are doing?
Something like that.
Let me see what I can do to help. I think I could be useful.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us. They are here.
Jesus, strawberry stashed somewhere in here.
Make sure no one's here.
Shouldn't be too hard to find. It has to be somewhere in this mess. She is the property of Picus News. All versions of her are. Okay.
You don't look like you're in withdrawal.
Copy that, Loping.
AO clear.
You need a pick? You want
I might be interested.
I sell these things. Then get Oh, great. Что за...
I have every...
Fuck off.
Low in area, over. Man down here, over. You cool?
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine. But I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.
Negative.
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine. But I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.
Keep moving.
You don't look like you're in withdrawal. Take a good look. I won't be here long. just... Shit. You think you're better than me?
I'm telling you right now, I'm augmented. I'm nearly homeless, and I'm an addict. I don't think it matters. My life isn't going to change.
Of course it matters. If this Human Restoration Act passes, what do you think is going to happen to you?
They can do their worst to me. Go ahead.
They'll shove a dampening biochip in your brain and throw you in Gollum City. And if your augments don't meet their acceptable standards, they take those too.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, then I guess I'll have to care for you. You're my sister, Elena. I have to look up.
Please. I'm so tired. Look, whatever you want, I don't have it.
This isn't a life. I'll make sure you can
I think...
It's not like they did not see me working here all day.
What the hell?
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.
I always liked the card tricks when I was a kid. Found that stuff fascinating.
Did you know any?
No. Anyway, you want to head out to the Red Queen, maybe? Grab a drink.
Hell yes! Those girls have some tricks I never get tired of seeing.
Must be hard being a magician these days. The Augs probably have all kind of ways to figure out the tricks. Like X-ray vision to see what might be up the magician's sleeve or in their top hats, if they still wear top hats. Like X-ray vision to see what might be up the magician's sleeve or in their top hats, if they still wear top hats.
Always more interesting, girls. There is this one dancer, the Red Queen. Whoa! The way she moves, I think her name was Vivian. You should look out for her.
For outcasts like Richard, those who feel exiled from others who can no longer connect, imagine communities fill an essential need. Do not judge them harshly. I hope you do not think badly of magic now. I hope you do not think badly of magic now.
You have credits?
No, you got.
I have no time.
Not interested.
Cases and death toll is an antibiotic-resistant strain of tuberculosis that has been spreading quickly through the Indian subcontinent. World health officials are scrambling to contain the outbreak, even as work begins in San Francisco at pharmaceutical giant VersaLife's cutting-edge Rockasecca Beach facility to find a more aggressive cure. Sources inside the R&D campus tell me, however, that this most recent strain mutates so quickly, new vaccines become obsolete before they can even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night, not only on aggressive treatment, but on new technologies that will prevent deadly outbreaks from occurring at all. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Worse than the beggars.
No, no, no.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
We should find out, but it's not a priority.
Ready for the field again. Adam, I'm glad you came back. I hope you don't beat yourself up over the Wrecker thing. I'm sure you did everything you could.
Art doesn't make sense because
I don't think those two don't want the same
warriors failed to see the bigger picture. The Orc incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and naturals has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark doesn't operate in North America.
Place call, Hong Kong Alpha 10, priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Well, stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No, I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me...
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is
Unequivocally false. Pretty much. They are as safe from us as we are.
Howard Chang was head. The original digital rival. When he got pinched, the task force made him for us.
Because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them, it's horrifying.
Adam! What are you doing in here?
I need to speak with Director Miller about my investigation. Thought maybe he was in the NSN. You?
Same. Only just leaving him a message. It's about Vince Black, our organized crime division head. I'm worried. I was hoping maybe the director had heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. You mentioned... Alright, well, like you said, we probably should get...
Thanks again, Adam. Hopefully it turns out to be nothing.
And most of them are afraid to walk outside.
Adam!
My job. What about you?
I'm sorry that I wasn't questioning you. It was meant to be jovial. Guess I need to work on my timing. Anyway, I'm leaving a message for the director, asking if he's heard from Vince Black, our organized crime division head.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence
Maybe.
All right.
Thanks.
It's deep. It's become impossible to cross.
Adam! What are you doing in here?
I need to speak with Director Miller about my investigation. Thought maybe he was in the NSN. You?
Same. Only just leaving him a message. It's about Vince Black, our organized crime division head. I'm worried. I was hoping maybe the director had heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe.
Sure.
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed...
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads...
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specialized...
You're not an...
I started out working...
So you went...
It was...
Alright, well, like you said, we probably should get going. I'll let you know if I find out anything about Black.
Thanks again, Adam. Hopefully it turns out to be nothing.
And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
I don't think those teeth help.
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to...
From what I know of the Diwali...
Maybe.
Sure.
First...
Well then, maybe I'll...
Well, stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Leon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else,
Is there anything in Black...
Human beings are...
So these... You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports.
I started out working for Limit.
So you went...
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running and...
Alright, well, like you said, we probably should get going. I'll let you know if I find out anything about Black.
Thanks again, Adam. Hopefully it turns out to be nothing.
I'm not augmenting your mind when he rents car.
Are you here to talk? Adam, what's up? Did you check out Black's office yet?
Not yet, no.
I hope you can find a lead.
I understand, don't worry. If there's something to find, it'll get found. I'll see you around, Doc.
Adam, I'm glad you came back.
The original digital Robin Hood. When he got pinched, the task force made him a deal. Work for us, you go to jail.
Hey, you forget something.
Have you gotten word from Singh? He managed to turn up anything in the desert?
He's back in Basra now, digging where he can, but he might as well be kicking over stones. So far, he's come back with sweet FA.
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Hurry up and wait. Isn't that the old soldier's credo?
You mentioned me being an ex-cop. You reading up on me?
Someone new rolls in, I like to brush up on them. Like to know who I've got standing next to me.
So you weren't looking for character weaknesses you could exploit?
Despite my tone and attitude, mate, I'm not a bully. I just have ridiculously high standards of people who might end up with my life in their hands.
So do I pass muster?
Decorated SWAT, head of security for Sarif Industries. It's an impressive jacket. After the incident, there is a black hole about a year wide that gives me some pause, truth told. What happened there?
I stepped away from the work. I needed to refocus.
Yeah, I get that. Believe me. Well, look, I've got a shitload of work to do, so if there isn't anything else...
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
The commuter system in Toronto has been shut down after 2 trains collided.
Before they can even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night, not only on aggressive treatments, but on new cures and methodologies that will prevent deadly outbreaks from occurring at all. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting live, I guess.
Got this. Shots and all you need to get through the day. A shot.
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours, and preventing life-saving medical
Rucker's death has got everything on the web jumping.
Well, you've got to look at the obvious first, right?
Pessimistically optimistic. Is that a thing?
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Make the most noise in the co-op.
Access granted.
We have another one.
It's
On the
just
floor
chatter on top of
directly
chatter.
above. Ask him yourself. That's pretty messed up.
Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Like you, always watching, because you are always watching. In part one of our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of...
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
When it is past. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen, I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between talks right now.
It's all about keeping your concentration.
Why aren't we separated? Never mind. We should find out.
Hey, I heard about Rucker. That's terrible, Adam. He was our standard bearer. What direction will the movement take now?
I don't know. I spoke to Miller as he was leaving. Told me he was going to Gollum City to talk to the state police.
Damn, I hope he has better luck than you and Smiley did. Because if you think that Prague is bad now, imagine what'll happen if reaction to Rucker's death gets violent.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, FUBAR is what'll happen. What a week. And meanwhile, I'm going crazy waiting for Dr. Ozan to get back to me with my test results.
How did it go with Dr. Ozan? She ran some tests?
I swear to God, Adam. These tests they give me are more stressful than being in the field. When I'm out there, I have immediate feedback every second. And when you're doing these tests, they just stare at you and take notes. I don't like it.
Nobody does. When do you get the results?
Dr. Ozan didn't say. I don't know, hopefully in a day or two.
Try and stay positive.
Always.
So what do you think of our new doctor?
What do you mean?
I just wonder what she's really doing here.
Things are heating up here in Prague. We can use all the help we can get. I'd be worried if Interpol didn't send a psychologist. Besides, I spoke to her for an hour. I like her.
It just seems suspicious to me, that's all. We've never needed a psychologist before. Who's she watching?
Come on, Adam, you keep talking like that and Chang's gonna change all the locks again. There are 87 agents in Prague, and I just finished handing out the new keycards.
I should get going.
Okay. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
Eliza's blog is reporting that Talus Rucker was killed by an illegal augmentation freely available on the black market.
So far, in spite of the increased load, our systems are holding, thank God.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Why aren't you? Never
I thought you were supposed to bring Rucker back alive. Jesus.
Pretty messed up. Yeah.
Pessimistically optimistic.
The reason we have to speculate so much is that they don't tell us their plans.
We've only got 3 victims left to identify from the train station bombing, we think.
First you, now Miller. Everyone's taking a trip to Gollum today.
Daniel Fletcher, you are a genius.
Hey, Jensen, what do you know?
I'll look into Stanik's records, see if there's anything germane to the case. Call me if you find something.
This place has all kinds of rumors flying around. Needle in a haystack.
Well, well, well. Here we go.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Get some sleep, Chang. You sound like you can use it.
Be careful. Pessimistically optimistic. Is that a thing?
In pursuit. The amount of data to ship through is huge.
Make the bet.
How much? That's not bad.
What's this?
Need a timeout. A temporary...
Let's make this fast. I have no time for...
Not interested.
They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act will kick you.
Don't care. They go to us in obsession.
What is this all about? Leave me alone. You have no right to touch me.
What the? I don't believe this. Enough already.
Hands off.
Stop! Step back!
Sorry, take it easy. But look, this is ridiculous. How much longer are we going to put up with this?
Dispatch, I have a mounting situation here. Send additional personnel.
Get off me, you bastard! Leave me alone. You have no right to touch me.
Chrome, asshole!
can't defend against that kind of thing.
You think this crackdown will hurt the business?
Augové platí dvojnásobek. Jen pojď, bude se ti to líbit.
I know what you're thinking. It's probably really expensive. And it is, but it's the experience of a lifetime, friend. Don't hesitate, don't think. When has that ever worked out for anybody? Just get in there and follow your instincts. You'll thank me in the morning, man.
Pojď si užít čumáčku, než tě odlifrujou s ostatníma augama. Nenech si ujít něco výjimečného, něco takového v celém Golemu City nenajdeš.
Come on, I'm holding. Sorry, old buddy. No posy on me. Try somewhere else. Come on, out of the way. You're scaring away the paying customers. Fucking New York. What is it with my face?
Well, it has a bit of a reputation.
Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. I will spell it out. Fuck off!
Fun conversation over
All the weirdos always come up to talk to me. What is it with my face?
I hear the view is great.
Buddy, I'm not sure you're even allowed in here. This place is owned by gangsters, so you might want to tread carefully.
I sure hope you're not a bouncer here.
Vy jste turista. Spousta turistů jezdí do Prahy speciálně kvůli tomuhle. Doma to hold asi nemají.
I've been wanting to take my siblings to Prague for years. Talk about bad timing.
The place was okay, but for some reason it was...
Jseš fakt?
Welcome to the Irish stool, buddy. Pull one up and I will see what we can do for you.
Irish stool. Catchy name. Very evocative.
I like to think so. Well, what will it be?
Not right now, thanks. I've got something to get to.
Always watching. Because you are always watching.
What can I get? Is there anything I can get you?
I've got everything I...
Everyone should be so lucky. Money up front.
It is a
The
pleasure.
beer here is fine. A traditional
Tell
pilsner.
me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
Another damn clank.
I don't care. This is pretty good.
Get lost. This place is not for you. Turn around, Clank. Uyovki are not allowed inside.
I don't believe it.
Well, I'd like that. Listen, I have a daughter. She's not too young. Almost 16.
Bastard.
Okay, forget I said anything. I didn't realize you'd object.
Not now.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Destruction, thanks to Sarah. I warned you that the lack of supervision over the drug users would lead to mass hysteria and murder. Then, when the two of them collided on that fateful day 2 years ago, look what we ended up with. Exactly what I said. Murder. Murder that we are still paying for. Bonta! Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Access granted.
Unequivocally false. Legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I have not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Casal, reporting to you live.
Anomaly detected. detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And no, I don't know who this mysterious Janus person is, although I'd like to meet him or her. You know what? Let's say I was. Do you think I'd come and tell you shit knobs? I got enough problems as it is trying to constantly hide from me.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
And this oversized hard drive Swiss bank account of lies. In a time of chaos like the one that is upon us, information is more important than
Access granted.
weapons. Truth is our weapon. And the only thing that is more powerful than truth is the manpower that's prepared to finally wield it. If thousands of us demanded access to that place, could they stop us? We'd have to be a united front demanding transparency, or we'll all end up like that Simona Sardakis, who died of an unfortunate case of asphyxiation in one of the server chambers. Accident, my ass!
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. It is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Casella, reporting to you live from Picus. Exclusivity, anonymity, security.
Tear down the diving board!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Since the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then?
Unequivocally false. Legislation needs to ensure that they are as safe for us as we are for them. Meant, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion that they will be horrified. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them that.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Always watching, because you are always watching. In part 1 of our 2-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stanley. It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
When? When it is passed. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Social justice warrior
Access granted.
A temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I'm not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them that.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Costello, reporting to you live.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
A close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vault in the world.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the Blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they are just wasting their time. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you.
No, not yet. Keep your cargoes for now. I will send your replacements quickly, and then all of you can do it together.
shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What did you say? Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, though, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank.
Still low and quiet.
Jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure.
Unequivocally.
Stai.
Keep talking. You might say something useful. And you won't.
Hey! Hey!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Бежать некуда, уёбок!
Тоже заметил. What did you say? Ты точно что-то слышал? Что это? Тоже заметил. Там что-то есть. Глянем. Точно что-то слышал.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Уёбище сраное!
На базу его тащи. Будет нашей мишенью. Точно что-то слышал.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Естественный закон!
Access granted.
Нет, не сегодня. Как думаешь, это что? Ты точно что-то слышал?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Бежать некуда, уёбок! другой раз скажу. Там что-то есть. Глянем. Здесь все.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Уёбек, сейчас
Я говорил ему, этого мало. Как думаешь, это что? Здесь все.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Танцует железки сраные. Гнило что-то в семье.
This is not the time to let your guard down. If I should waste my time.
These boys bore me. You look interesting, though. You like what you see, big man? Lots of choice at the Queen. But you're looking at the best. You are out of luck, though. I am booked solid for the night. And I do insult. You are out of luck, though. I am booked solid for the night. And I do.
You must have quite a pair on you, mister. I'll give you that.
I thought the red light district was more liberal when it came to Augs.
No, nothing like that. Your money's as good as anyone else's, except... we haven't had too many augmented in here lately.
You worried I'll put the other customers off their entertainment?
In the Red Queen? You're more likely to get some offers, handsome. So, what'll it be?
All the trouble lately can't be good for business.
You kidding? We deal in sex and alcohol. Times get tough, demand goes up, not down. People are looking to escape, you know? Play out some fantasies, have fun.
And a little thing like the possibility of another bombing isn't enough to keep them at home.
Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Don't know if you heard, but they got the bastard who was behind the Ruzika explosion.
What do you mean?
Rucker, the leader of ARC. I guess the cops smoked him out of his hole. Nu said he's dead and ARC was basically dismantled. Terrorists gone. Poof. Like that. So we got nothing to worry about. Right?
Yeah, right. Red Light District always this busy?
Only at night. Locked up tight during the day. That's when the rest of the old district gets its share of the tourist credits.
Pigeons of a different feather.
You could say that. A little less adventurous. You know, museum goers, souvenir buyers, walk around with cameras glued to their faces. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You live in the city long enough, you take things for granted. Ignore all the sights and sounds around you that make it special.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You only miss that stuff when you've left. The Queen's got a pretty liberal management policy. A lot of places in this city wouldn't even let me in the door.
The whole red light district is like that. Mostly. Besides, some of our most popular employees are augmented. Be kind of hypocritical to turn them away as customers.
Smart business practice.
Oh yeah. The owners here are real smart businessmen. Part of the reason the Red Queen is the most popular club in the district.
Sounds like a nice little family-run operation.
Look, I don't want to get into trouble. And I don't want to lose this job.
Don't worry. Just getting the lay of the land. What do you have?
Nothing but the finest. Enjoy it.
Fine with what I have.
A man's got to know his limits. I heard that in a movie once.
Balding man with a sense of humor.
You are so beautiful, you know that?
My God, things I would do to her.
I can recognize a former police officer from a mile away. Once they learn to walk, they never forget it.
The Red Queen caters to all tastes, as you can probably see. That's why it's the busiest club in Prague. I don't bite, baby.
I don't talk to cops, even the retired ones.
Remind me of them.
What can I get you?
You're so beautiful. You know that?
Ahoj. Ne, díky. Takhle zoufalá snad nikdy nebudu. Nemám nic proti augům, ale ty vypadáš moc nebezpečně, než abych s tebou byla sama.
Vezmi si mě.
I'm a little nervous.
Let's see the rest of
when
it.
visiting a new city.
Sorry, friend, not my style. I don't like stubble.
Guess they don't call it the red light district for nothing.
You looking for something? Like a fight? Uyobok?
She booked a place.
Oh, wait!
She booked a place here? In a private room? With a... I'm sorry, but I'm still freaked out by all of this.
So she's having a fling with an augmented gigolo. So what? Couples use sex toys together all the time. Think of this as the same thing. Only the devices are attached to nerve endings.
Stop that! Jesus! She's had this fantasy forever. Why is she suddenly in such a hurry now?
The vote, of course. I don't care what the politicians say. As soon as the axe comes down, the augmented are as good as extinct. God, you must be terrified about the vote. Once it passes, you're screwed. When the segregation becomes law, all the augmented sex workers in the city will be out of a job. Typical governments, outlawing fun. When the segregation becomes law, all the augmented sex workers in the city will be out of a job. Typical governments, outlawing fun.
I don't figure you for one of the men who work in the private rooms. Augmented prostitutes over there, people like you over here. It's true what they say. Humans are defined by sex and violence.
Best club in Prague, friend. But I am busy right now.
Why do you have to bother me? I'm busy.
Make sure to show respect.
Maybe the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and enlightening perspective.
Make sure to show respect. Make sure to
This
show
table's
respect.
naturals only.
Watch your back.
Over here. Come on. You want to drink? See the bartender. You want anything else? You know what to do. I do not do those crazy things. I'm Catholic. I do not do those crazy things. I'm Catholic.
It is my pleasure to serve you. What would you like?
I'm all right for now.
If that ever changes, I'll be here waiting.
Yes, thanks.
So,
Bye.
was I right about this place or what?
What about you?
Absolutely. The architecture in the old sector was great. But this area is every bit as amazing in a completely
My favorite color
It's
is
too
black.
bad there's no helicopter.
What about you?
I'd...
Be right with you.
It's too bad there's no helicopter tour of the city. I'd love to see the way the two eras come together from above.
When I was in Nepal, we slept on the roof one night. It was gorgeous. It would be great if...
Whiskey, am I right?
Well, well.
You are a hero.
Money up front.
My favorite color is black.
Some people, all
What
they
about
want to
you?
do is complain about the world.
Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobromila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
You really think you should be saying my name out loud in a place like this?
So it is you. Discretion. Right. I'm sorry. But it was your bright idea to meet here of all places. Not exactly the safest part of Prague to... You didn't mention that you were augmented in your description.
What difference does it make?
None, I suppose. And I don't mean to stare. It's just... It doesn't fit with your reputation.
My reputation, huh? Man's not always aware of what people say about him. What else have you heard?
People are wary of you. They say that you are everyone's enemy. Everyone's friend. They also say you are one of the few who has the courage to expose the Diwali for what they really are. I can help with that. But first, I need to know I can trust you.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
You know exactly what kind of trouble I'm in. My husband, Lester, The operation, you've been digging into it. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
What exactly are you hoping to get out of this? I want to know who I'm dealing with.
Not here. What part of discretion do you not understand?
I can protect you if it comes to that.
I don't need you to protect me. Listen to me. I know what I'm doing. Now, please. There is courage and there is suicide. We shouldn't be talking like this here.
All right, where do you suggest we talk?
Oh, darling. You're so sweet to say such things to me.
I can walk you out of here. You'll be fine.
No. I don't want them to see us together. Please. I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks in Chikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I promise to give you whatever information you need.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
Was I right about this place or what?
What about you?
Abs-
Are you Vince?
I know about your meeting. And I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was while I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not the Valley. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you in exactly?
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Vlista runs a... It's something Vince...
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his... We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll... My
Was I
favorite
right
color
about
is
this
black.
place or what?
What about you?
Absolutely.
Are you Vince?
You really think you should be saying my name out loud?
So it is.
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
What can I get you?
Not my time.
Take your sideshow somewhere else.
See you tonight.
Well, just make it through this shit.
Talara, you there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Diwali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
did not see me working here all day.
Passing good things you see. All detected.
Good.
Just a little further. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation? Why?
Isn't that why you contacted me? I'm willing to help because it's the right thing to do. But it means I have to leave him tonight. Leave everything. Did you bring what you were supposed to?
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Vlasta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious. Eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure. To have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
I need to know a little more about who you've been talking to about me. Some of these things you say you've heard. The information must have come from somewhere.
It came mostly from Vlasta. There is no name my husband curses more often than yours. And my husband curses a lot.
Sounds like your husband and I are great friends.
I have to admit I was a little scared. I kept telling myself, my husband's enemy is my friend. But some of the things I overheard, they didn't exactly inspire confidence. But now that I've met you, I feel like they cannot be true.
What kinds of things?
The way his men talk about you. They say there is nothing you won't do, no one you won't betray, for the sake of your own agenda. When you asked me to meet you at the Red Queen, of all places, and then when I saw those men listening to our conversation, I don't know. I thought the worst, I suppose. I'm sorry to have doubted you.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. I believe that is what we agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
The ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for. You have the information you need to take down my husband's operation. I've told you everything I can.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. I told her I was Vince.
Interesting. You never struck me as the pretending type, Adam. I always assumed what you see is what you get. I should have known better.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
You have credits?
No, you got a real way with...
Menu? Make up your...
Not interested.
Go!
To je úžasný.
Hello.
What are you doing? Well, what are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Blaster sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta's not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university, years ago, I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you're not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Golem, oppression, crime. But I also saw courage, people finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad, but I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta, people like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Upwood. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know, please. This is my ticket now, do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Blaster comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Blaster. Blaster and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I
let's
won't
get this
be
shit
on
in the
any
truck.
of
I
them.
need to meet Kat at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm looking for Vince Black. Tell me whatever you know about him and we don't have to have a problem here.
He's not a threat to you. He just wants to know about Vince.
Whatever you're going to do, Vrasta, do it quick.
You wanna know about Vince? Sure, no problem. Vince and I work together. He used his agency contacts to get me merchandise. Keep Interpol off my back. But then Vince got greedy. And so I shot him in the face. Like this.
Look, I'm not from here.
You're pay-
Not leave.
Gollum was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obwood. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
You can't ask me to ignore a Diwali smuggling ring. They're moving weapons around, helping to arm God knows who.
Not my problem. Look, I never had another chance like this. I've given them everything I have for this one shot. If I get recaptured... It's Vlasta. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't
let's
be
get
on
this shit
any
in
of
the
them.
truck. I need to meet Kat at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olive, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vrasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down. Sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivier out of places like Gollum, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta.
Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivier with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
Trust me, there's no quick and quiet way for you to take me out. Your only efficient solution is Olivier getting in the truck and me walking away. She won't be a problem because she gets what she wants, and I won't be a problem because I don't want to jeopardize her.
Alright, we'll take Olivier to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I said she can come, but not before you get out of here. Bye-bye.
We all have places we need to be.
I was
What part of patrolling together makes you think we're friends? Don't waste my time. Don't worry, your friend will be fine.
You looking for trouble? I could help you find some.
I didn't come here.
It's Vlasta. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't
let's
be
get
on
this shit in
any
the
of them.
truck. I need to meet Kat at the club by 9.
Cat come. didn't...
Then walk away. I'll never have another. It's Blaster. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have...
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off. Make sure she's in good hands.
See her off? This look...
I didn't tell anyone.
Whatever you're going to...
You're the boss here, Vlasta. I only came because I was worried about her. But I see now I have no reason to worry. Olive can take care of herself.
Worried about your friend, huh? How thoughtful of you.
I'm a thoughtful guy. And I'm smart enough to know when I've made a mistake. Shouldn't have come here. Shouldn't have jeopardized her like that.
He's telling the truth. He's a friend of mine. He followed me because he was worried.
Vlasta, we need to move.
All right. Okay, friend. Time for you to leave now. But if anything goes wrong because of you, if I have any reason to regret this, Olivie won't get where she needs to go. You understand?
I'm not gonna do anything that puts her in danger.
Well, what the...
I came here to find out...
You pay these cops and Golem a lot of money and they... It's Blaster! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might...
Who sent you?
I'm just here...
See her off?
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivie out of places like Gollum, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta.
Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivie with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
Trust me, there's no quick and quiet way for you to take me out. Your only efficient solution is Olivie getting in the truck and me walking away. She won't be a problem because she gets what she wants, and I won't be a problem because I don't want to jeopardize her.
Alright, we'll take Olivia to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
This area is clear. That is not a safe topic of conversation.
Netuším oči.
Hey!
Not...
That is a violation. Do not do it again.
Great.
I didn't even think we're in bed with the Russian.
Ja, tady umrznu.
Get your hands off me!
Enough problems already.
Ah, a customer, right? Over here. What you need?
Hands bastard.
You won't find better anywhere. I promise.
Pamatujte, dámy a pánové, v baru platí zákaz ošahávání. A teď to pořádně roztočíme.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
A gun. And clank.
Quiet today.
Can't stand against that kind of thing.
We are not having this conversation.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I say? Keep an eye out, Nomad. And now, they come to me to take care of you. Business is business, my friend. You are a true artist. I will wear it with pride.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Nomad, my friend. You're a good man. What did I say? Nomad, my friend. You're a good man. Business is business, my friend. You are a true artist. I will wear it with pride.
Smiley, Stanek wasn't at his apartment, but I did find what looked like bomb-making equipment, and a trap set by the Diwali.
You're kidding.
I also found out where he might be. The Red Light District, at a bar across the street from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Diwali now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
Nechte mě bejt.
Really need to be patrolling around here. Nobody is stupid enough to try anything.
Rather, stay quiet.
Hey, I'm a citizen. I have rights. You cannot detain me without charging me. This I know.
And I know you're gonna sit there quietly and wait with us like a good little watchmaker.
I've got this, Agent Riley. You and your partner can relax for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. I know you. You've been in my shop. What is this?
You have some things to answer for, Mr. Stanek. We have evidence linking you and your shop to the train station bombing.
Bombing? No, I would never. I wouldn't even know where to start. You have the wrong man.
Do I? Convince me. I have a timing device with your name on it, and I found the tools to make even more bombs in your apartment. What else am I supposed to think?
But you've been to my shop. You know I fix watches. I don't make bombs. No, those tools aren't mine. They belong to my...
Your daughter?
No. Look, take me in. I'm the one you're looking for, not her. I have made bombs for them.
I don't think so. Protecting your daughter is admirable, Mr. Stanek. But you're not doing her any good by taking the blame. You need to tell me what you know.
You're right, I know. Allison was in the military. She always wanted to belong, to be part of something greater than herself. She was such a beautiful child. Gifted.
What happened?
After the incident, she met some people. They said they were her friends, but I could see they only wanted to use her. Parasites, and now they have taken her. You must help. She is not to blame for this. She has been coerced.
Calm down. What do you mean they've taken her?
Allison and I were supposed to meet here tonight. Instead, one of them came by, spewing curses about fleshers and naturals. He gave me a message from her. She was saying goodbye. But she would never. They used her, and now they intend to make her disappear.
Your apartment was booby-trapped by Radic Nikoladze.
What? Why would he? I guess friendship means nothing to a thug.
What happened?
I was never a wealthy man, but my shop is well known and respected. Radic liked my watches. He knew I needed money after what happened to Allison, so we strike a deal. But deals are like beautiful women to that man. A better one always comes around.
Does your daughter have the expertise to do this?
Much more than I do. She was in the military. EOD, they called it. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
The bomb squad?
Yes. She was happy in the military. They augmented her, rebuilt her to make her better at what she did. But after the incident, she was dishonorably discharged. She was lost.
That's when these new friends found her.
Ugh. They exploited her, and now they plan to discard her.
What do you know about these friends of hers?
Other than they were augmented? Not much. They only spoke to Allison when they came to the shop. As if anyone unaugmented was beneath them. kept talking about the Ascension, whatever that is.
Where can I find Allison, Mr. Stanek?
I wish I knew. I would go and get her away from those people. I was about to go looking for her when your goons showed up.
We'll find her. I need you to go with these agents. I'll have some more questions for you.
No! I have to go! I have to help her! She's all I have.
Please, let us do our job.
Find my daughter, or I will!
Smiley, I spoke to Stanek. He's not our guy, but he has a daughter, Allison. Ex-military, EOD. She might be the bomb maker.
So what's our next move?
Stanek says he doesn't know where she is, but I think he's hiding something. The agents are bringing him in. Until he gives her up, this investigation is stalled.
I'll make sure they lean on him. See what he knows.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
I'll bet you anything she got involved in something. And the stink rubbed off on him.
This is Eliza Cathan.
Whiskey, am I right?
Icus News, the global leader in fair unlawful.
This is great.
Just make it through this shift.
That's almost criminal.
Když bychom tak mohli zastřelit. Každýho auga, co uvidíme.
All areas are secure. Continuing general patrol mode.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.